This isn't what it looks like, I swear. Instead, it's semen. Oh wait, no, it is what you thought it was at first. A pool of spadefoot frog tadpoles in the middle of the desert, desperately trying to survive in a small puddle. Damn it! Ah, well, then I guess we'll talk about that. Spadefoot tadpoles probably have the most claustrophobic childhood in nature. And let me tell you, I could never. I would get extremely scared and claustrophobic in there. Even though a lot of times, I like tight spaces. I'm just kidding. A bottle of extra virgin olive oil is less virgin than me. The fuck am I doing with my life? Spadefoot frogs live in an extremely unique environment compared to pretty much any other amphibians. You see, amphibians are famous for their reliance on water, and yet spadefoot frogs manage to survive in deserts. They do this by being buried 1 to 2 meters under the surface and being there for most of their life. And only coming up to the surface after heavy rains to feed and fuck. The product, little pools in the middle of the desert being filled with little eggs. And now the race against time begins for these little guys to grow up before these temporary puddles and pools dry up. This means that the day after they are fertilized, they quickly hatch and have to develop extremely fast. This means war, cannibalism, and many more violent things. So let's talk about it in detail. One of the first and most important things they develop are their lungs, just in case the pool dries and they need to breathe oxygen. Certain species of spadefoot tadpoles develop at different speeds, depending on the environment. Species that live in the dry-ass desert grow much faster, with examples like the Couch's spadefoot tadpoles completing their metamorphosis between just 7 to 9 days. And I think I work hard during the week. I can't figure out trigonometry and what happened in 1780 something, I don't even know the year, while these guys are completing their entire childhood in a matter of days. Anyways, other species like the eastern spadefoot tadpoles take between 2 weeks to a month to transform. Now, these spadefoot tadpoles also react to changes in their environment. If they sense that their puddle is drying up faster than they can keep up, then they will start growing even faster. Spanish spadefoot larvae can speed up their growth by up to 30% by raising their thyroid levels and their stress hormone levels. The Mexican spadefoots will grow faster and larger if they sense indications of faster drying, and also they are more likely to become a carnivore morph. That's right, with the Mexican spadefoot tadpole, there are 2 morphs, carnivore and oh my god, carnivore and omnivore morph. Carnivore morph and omnivore morph. God damn. Depending on what type of nutrients they get early in their life. If one of the tadpoles finds some fairy shrimps or even bodies of other tadpoles and get their grubby little hands on it, take a few bites, then that will lead to them becoming a much more aggressive carnivore morph. These carnivore morphs hunt larger prey and sometimes even cannibalize other tadpoles. Although if they can help it, they don't eat their relatives. Yes, these tadpoles can tell the difference between strangers and relatives. Some species of omnivorous tadpoles will get together in groups with just their family members in order to unearth anything edible from under the surface. The carnivore morph has a much broader head with a shorter gut, while they grow faster in the larval stage. The omnivore morph has a smaller head with a longer gut to filter out the detritus. Now, what is possibly the only advantage to living in a desert like this? Little to no predators, besides each other, of course. And then the percentage of these little guys who survive the puddle drying will usually school with, again, their own family members. But here, they will have to avoid some predators before digging themselves underground, and starting the cycle all over again. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. So blah blah, subscribe, like, blah blah. Goodbye.